Was there any particular time that you felt scared, truly scared? I mean, like, what was the most frightening event in your service?
On the ship,
Or any time in your service?
I never really got totally frightened until after the fact when I was thinking about it, I think they did a good job of training us to keep our heads on a swivel, not react like, not to freeze. They did a good job of training us not to freeze. So I never really I had to ignore that part, I was mostly afraid of, not doing my best. That was the thing I was afraid of the most. I needed to do my best. If I didn't do my best, then I wasn't living up to my own expectations of my own service.
So the commitment or the fear to not be your best, right? That driving, where does that come from?
It comes from my my upbringing, like my desire to be of service, and just to give it my all. Hashem gave me this ability. He gave me all these opportunities, and I need to do it. I need to be 100% at all times. It's for me. It's for my family. It's for Hashem, and that's what I needed to be. Back then, it was mostly for me.
But it's a core value for you. Excellence is an absolute core value.
Part of my ethos too,
And when is there any particular time when that was tested? Really tested, like to be your best in this environment?
Right. On the ship, it was difficult because, you had to pick up a lot of slack from people who weren't pulling their weight. And so I worked a lot. I worked 18 hours a day sometimes, like a lot of times, most of the time. And I remember, for instance, like we had Pesach. Rabbi Goldstein came to our ship for Pesach. And it was really amazing because, like, they said over the ship speakers, they said, all Jewish personnel are welcome to attend Passover services in the ship's library. So I went down, like, I had to move like 10 planes, but I told my supervisor, I need to go. It's Pesach. I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was Pesach. I didn't know what day of the week it was. Nevertheless, Pesach, And so he's like, what do you mean? You're not Jewish? So I had to like go down and get my dog tag and like say, look, Jewish. It's written right here. And so I went down like so dirty, right? I had grease all over me. I had goggle eyes, so smelly and dirty. And I'm like, everybody's clean. All these officers are there. Like, they're all clean. And I'm like, all right, give me some matzah,
So your integrity, when was your excellence tested most?
Right. That's the day I started keeping Pesach, by the way. I didn't eat any chametz from that day on Pesach. That's that's it. That was it for me. So
what was it about that event that made that commitment?
Just the fact there's this guy with a beard, in uniform with a beard. That was unheard of back then, right?
So like, who is this rabbi in full uniform with a full beard was so inspiring. Right.
And he's like there doing a seder for me, this smelly sailor, like sitting there. It was just this amazing thing, And
right.
So it's like
that he would take away from his Passover with family, and obviously a devout Jew, and yet he's spending his time to be there with you and all your grease.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Have you ever shared this story with him?
I told Rabbi Kleiman. Yeah, I've been in contact with him, but I never got to.
Rabbi Goldstein, you didn't tell?
I never got to tell him. I haven't seen him since then. I think my brother met him once at the Aleph in February, but
we'll have to share the story with him and get you back in touch. You can encourage the two directly.
Cool.
Absolutely, beautiful story. Yeah, so those inspiring moments where your integrity is those core values get tested most. That's where you kind of become a different being. So you served for years after those, 2 years on the ship. You've had lots of other years of service, but still those tend to be the ones you're talking about because those are the ones that kind of formative years for you.
Right.